How you doing? I'm Jim Staudt, and I am playing Tom Sawyer in the Adventures of Tom Sawyer at the Alabama Shakespeare Festival. This is a pretty challenging role. I am 28 years old, and Tom Sawyer is 12. So there is a very difficult obstacle of, you're playing a child, but you don't want to kind of insult children by, being too ridiculous. You don't want to be a cartoon of a kid. You want to be a kid. And I think the way that I've been attempting to do that is just to be as honest as I can, to be as enthusiastic as I can, and to be as physical as I can, which is also not the easiest thing for a 28-year-old. And also, I have a beard right now, which will change, I assume, for the show. So when you're playing a character as physical as Tom Sawyer or Huckleberry Finn, or really any of the characters that live in this town, you have a big responsibility to, in rehearsal and on stage, explore the many options that you have to show that physicality. These guys are bundles of kinetic energy. They're always moving around. And one of the ways we've been doing that is we had one rehearsal very early on where the director took a look at what we could do physically. You had people doing flips, walking on their hands, jump roping, hula hooping, any physical thing that you can think of that did not require something of the modern age. And what that has kind of evolved into after 2.5, 3 weeks of rehearsal is, we're going to be on this big main stage, this big beautiful stage with a very, very lovely set, which has a lot of opportunities. It has a lot of levels, so you can jump up things, jump down things, climb the sides of the stage. We're going to be going through trap doors and jumping over fences with a drop at the end that's about 6 feet, cartwheels, handstands all over the place. And we're also going to be using a lot of the audience space, which is going to be great because that's not something that happens all the time. So my question is for you guys. I don't know how familiar you are with Tom Sawyer, but one of the biggest aspects of Tom Sawyer's personality is that he's extremely imaginative and energetic. And he came from a time where there were no Xboxes or iPhones or anything like that, so he had to make his own fun. And one of the many ways that he made his own fun was he would play practical jokes on people. And so I'm curious as to if any of you have ever played a practical joke, or if you've played many, what is the favorite one you've ever played? And how did you feel when it came off? Good or bad? Maybe it felt good. Maybe you regretted it. Maybe you scared somebody and they got really upset and you wish you hadn't done that, which I think is something that Tom can relate to. But I'm very, very interested to hear what you guys have to say about that.